Let's see what else. So if you have no money, right? You have no money. Is everybody still here? I'm just wondering, y'all kind of quiet all of a sudden. You sleeping or mesmerized? Okay, if you have no money, you are going to find private money. So number one is private money. Everything that I buy is from private money. I am 100% privately funded, right? There's people in here that are doing flips. You know, after I started doing my flips, I just convinced my lenders to roll that money into storage facilities. And they love it. Oh my gosh, they love getting those monthly payments. Instead of getting one payment at the end of the year, we roll that money right over and we could buy as many, you could buy as many facilities as you have money for, right? So privately funded, private money lenders. In Storage Nerds, in my coaching program, essentially, this is what I talk about because this is what I do. I mean, essentially, I just raise money. Like I said, I sent out an email to my 20 lenders, and in 24 hours, I had that thing under contract and funded. All right. And this is what I teach in the coaching program. How do you find private lenders? How do you find these people? Right? So you can just ask them for money. And then, or you can do creative deal structuring, which we just talked about. And seller financing is just one of them. I have a student right now that it was actually the owner's idea. The owner was like, look, can you just assume my loan? Can you just take my loan from me, please? I don't want the storage facility. Can you start just making payments on my loan? Right? That's another way. You can make payments on somebody's loan. There's so many different ways to do creative deal structuring if you have no money, but you have to learn how to do this. This is my specialty. This is what I love, is creative deal structuring. And how can you get money? Because the reason why is because I don't want to spend any money. I don't want to spend my own money. I need that money for operations. I need that money to run operations. So I don't want to spend my own money. So I have to think outside the box, think creative. How can I get these deals with no money? Right? So that's kind of what I do. And then finally, partnering. Like I said, partnering. And that's what Storage Nerds is about doing deals with each other. We have wholesalers in the group that just bring everybody deals, share the deals, and then we all buy them and partner together. All right? You know, so you're leveraging your money and partnering. Okay, and this is what we talk about in the group, in the Storage Nerds. So any questions about that? And put your questions into the chat. So when you start getting out there and looking for facilities, right? You have to start. How do you find your first facility in 90 days? Exactly what I said. You have to reverse engineer how much money you have and how much money you think you can come up with. Everybody's number is different because based on your risk level, based on your confidence, based on, where you're at. Oh, I forgot to put down something else. If you have no money and you're like, I want to get into the storage investing world, but I have no money. All right. This also, you can wholesale. The one that I'm buying right now came from a wholesaler. You can wholesale self-storage. All right. And this is something that I teach also in the coaching program, how to wholesale self-storage. Okay. So wholesaling as well too. You don't have to, you can wholesale your first deal. He put it on, the one I'm buying, he put it under contract for $275 and I'm sorry, no, $175 and I'm buying it from him for $225. So he's making 50 grand on that deal. 50 grand. Guess what? What can you do with 50 grand? And he started out as a wholesaler. He had no money. He just wholesaled. Now he owns apartment buildings. He learned how to wholesale commercial deals because storage is commercial deal analysis. Once it clicks, I'm telling you, you could wholesale anything on the commercial side and you just make so much money. I'm out of the residential side. I'm tired of $5,000 and $10,000. I want $25,000, $50,000, $100,000 when I wholesale my deals. Right? So when you wholesale that first deal, make 50 grand on it, you can do all this. All right. So you have to reverse engineer how much money can you come up with? How are you going to come up with the money? All right. Then you say, okay, now I know how much money I can come up with. Now, once I come up with that money, right, now I know where I should be focusing my search on, right? Is it tertiary, secondary, or primary markets, right? Based on how much money you think you can come up with. And then you got to get out there and start looking for the deals. I already told you how to do that. You got to talk to the owners. You can't go online to look for storage facilities. Okay, you got to talk to the owners. Right. And in storage, that's all we do is we do deal analysis and we come up with offers. And we talk about how we can negotiate with the offers and with the sellers. How do you put offers in? How do you get the seller to sell you the deal? So we got 4 deals right now that we haven't even got under contract we're working on. Right. And I show you how to do all that. And not only me, everybody in the group does it. Right? Because it's a mastermind. So we all are sharing everything that we're doing. At any given moment, we have at least 10 people that are buying storage facilities. And they're all talking about it. And then we also have like another 10 that own storage facilities. Right? And they're all talking about what they're doing to manage all those facilities. So it's not just finding and funding them, it's also running them. Right? So you can't, everybody's always worried about finding and funding them. Right? I get that. But running them is even more important than finding and funding them, right? So you get to hear all the owners talking about how we run our facilities so that they're truly passive income so that we can take 1 to 3 months vacations, right? Or longer, go on a trip for a year, just travel the country. We're going to travel all around next year and run our facilities at the same time. How do you do that? That's by learning how to run them properly, right?